next to go? Yeah, who's next to go? I check the line. Who's next to go?
Bondzee Live, Trippin With Bondzee on YouTube.
Goodness gracious, bro.
Uh-oh, shit, uh-oh.
God, bro.
Best way to wake me up in the morning is to never fucking do it in the first place. Oh yeah. The best way to wake me up in the morning is to never fucking do it in the first place. Oh yeah. The best way to wake me up in the morning is to never fucking do it in the first place. Oh yeah.
She's hilarious. Do not wake her up in the morning. God forbid. Yikes. How the hell are you? It's Bondzee Live, Trippin With Bondzee on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch. We're going to get to Instagram and what's that other one? TikTok, for Christ's sakes. TikTok, one of these days. And why is, you know what? We had a little bit of a ruckus here right before the show started. And it looks like, I don't know why everything is different, and that's not supposed to be showing. Let me see what I could do here. This is weird. As soon as I had all this tested, everything was ready to go, it was all set up, and then all of a sudden the green screen is not really working like it should, and you can see sort of the background and all the madness. And you know what? I don't really care at this point right now, because I think that's about as best as I could do. You know what? That's the way it's going to be tonight. So be it. Whew, episode 294. How are you? Welcome to this stupid show. Sherry Dorian is in the house. Thank you so much for tuning in. From the Midland region, I believe, up there in somewhat northern Ontario. Northern from where the hell I'm from, but nowhere near as far north as I just was, up in the beautiful Lake Huron region. Stokes Bay, to be precise, about 30 minutes or so from the tip of Tobermory, just the tip. I went up there yesterday, too, first time, and I got to see the old Chi-Chi-Mon and stuff. Anyways, we'll get into all that nonsense later. I've really got a banger show for you tonight. I'm super, super excited to have these guests on tonight. It's been a minute, and man, I couldn't have a better time to have them on. They are your 2024 97.7 Hits FM Rock Search champions, and they're my pals too, and they're called the Minks. And if you haven't heard of them, stick around, folks, because these guys are awesome. You're going to love their music, and you're going to love them, and I'm really excited to throw out some kudos tonight, some snaps, some congratulations all around for the boys. They really done did it, and I can't wait to chat with them about it and what the whole feeling's like of winning goddamn a rock search all over Ontario against some really kick-ass bands. Whew, all right, including like the Trues came from, they won this before, the Glorious Sons. You might have heard of them, not a big deal. And Monster Truck, there's so many more. Stanley Cup Finals, we know who's playing. I got one out of two right, sort of. Yeah, I thought Edmonton was going to lose to Dallas. I really did. It looked grim for Edmonton, and then all of a sudden Edmonton was like, pump the brakes, yo. We need to go to the Stanley Cup Finals. And it's awesome because the best player in the entire world should be there, and he's going. Connor McDavid, McJesus is finally going to his first Stanley Cup Final. She's going to be a doozy against the old Florida Panthers because, listen, they play hard. They were there last year and lost, so that's the old dagger in the heart. Boy, oh boy, you don't want to go 2 years in a row and lose back-to-back years. So it's going to be a really tough series. I have my prediction. We're going to get into it, and I'm going to tell you the craziest story of how I came to my prediction, and we'll see if it comes true. And I swear to God, you're not even going to believe this story. But it really happened, and I have people to back it up. So my prediction and how I got it will blow your mind. So that's coming up as well after the Pharaoh Minks interview. Plus, Dummies of the Week is back. And you're going to say, well, Bondzee, you lied to us. Well, I didn't really. Now, what happened was I did say that Dummies of the Week was over. It was done. We ran the gamut because I found the biggest dummy that ever existed on the entire planet. And I thought, well, how could we continue this? Because I showed you a dude last week who made sweet allergic love to a giant clam. Turns out old Bonzarelli got duped. I did. I'll tell you all about it. I'll tell you how I found that out too. Clicks to that person who helped me out. And listen, we're going to do Dummies of the Week. It continues because I can't end like that and be duped, okay? So, but listen, it happens from time to time when you are in the journalism industry, okay? The fact that we can use journalism and Trippin With Bondzee, the same thing that's pretty funny. Okay, coming up, guests include. I'm really looking forward to chat with this guy. This interview, I'm going to be interviewing him coming up real soon. His name's Andrew. I apologize. I don't know how to say it. It's XIU. I don't know. I don't even know. Alexander Yu, maybe. Amazing fitness guy. He totally transformed his life. He's going to help me and you transform your life too. This is a no-nonsense kind of guy. I love it. And he's going to come on and give us some rah-rah, sis, boom, bah. And listen, I need it. I've been doing my own transformation and stuff, but listen, we all need a little extra push out there. Listen, I'm nowhere near like a Dave Goggins or anything like that, but I'd sure like to be half the man that guy is. And if you don't know who I'm talking about, look him up after the show or tomorrow morning. Start your morning with Dave Goggins tomorrow morning. That'll give you a kick in the ass that you need. Believe me, you. And motivation too. The dude's the greatest motivational speaker, I think, on the entire planet. Let's check in with some who's tuned in here. Sharon Keller, thank you so much for tuning in from the West Coast. We got Keith Keller tuning in as well. Love you guys so much. Really appreciate it. Ashley Cisco, thank you for tuning in for the Barrie region, which is close to the Midland region. So we've got them all over the place tonight, and I really appreciate it. We're not from the hood, Bonds. Believe me, you. Just ask me and I'll tell you. All right, bomb. I got also more great guests. Tamar coming up. She owns an amazing framing studio in Toronto called Soho Framing. And she got a wonderful 25th anniversary coming up. We're going to have her on the show. And JJ Wild is coming on the show at some point, I promise. She just announced a brand new tour, huge tour. Whilst on tour, she's absolutely killing it. She's huge. She's beautiful. Got amazing music. If you haven't heard her music, do yourself a favor and check it out. Hey, guys, make sure you watch the videos with the songs too, because listen, why wouldn't you? She's beautiful and makes beautiful videos. All right, Bondzee, you done drooling over JJ Wild or what? Okay, let's get on with the show here, for crying out loud. All right, this stupid show is brought to you by the most wonderful people at the most wonderful restaurant in the entire planet. It's called Shakespeare's Fine Dining. And if you come to the Ontario region, unless you are way the hell up north, I'll let it pass. But if you're anywhere within like a 2-hour radius, you got to get your ass to Shakespeare's Fine Dining, because the food is to die for, the service to die for, the wine selection to die for. They've been in the business for 53 years, same owner, same chef, same everybody, and they are killing it. All right. Make sure you go there. Please, please, please make a reservation. They just did some wonderful renovations. All the celebrities from Toronto go there. 905-528-0689 or www.shakespeares.ca. There, I did it. All right. Love those guys. Can't wait to go. I got to go there soon for sure. Excuse me. All right. Before I get to the Pharaoh Minks, which should be coming on here very shortly, actually, I gotta give a huge shout out to my boy Jamie Petrie. He has been a childhood friend of mine, and he's been playing at Pub Fiction in Ancaster for an entire year now. On Thursday nights, it's the Petrie Pub Fiction celebration. Tomorrow night, it's the 1-year anniversary. Please come celebrate with us. It's 5:30 till 9 p.m. Great drink specials, food specials, the whole 9 yards. He plays some wicked covers. He's a great dude, and he's a great friend of mine, and I love him to pieces. Follow him. It's Jamie Petrie. He's in the band Crank, and he's got another new band too, some 90s band. Check those guys out as well, and we'll see you tomorrow night at Pub Fiction. Right on. Okay, Pharaoh Minks. These guys are the tits. Listen, If you're late to the party, that's okay, because listen, we're just getting started. We're like, you're not at the band bonds, okay? Just settle down. I know, but these guys are killing it. They're good friends of mine now, and I love them to pieces, and I love their music. Without further ado, let's bring them on. It's the Pharaoh Minks. Well, we got Al. How are you, buddy? Can you hear me? He was there. He's frozen. Why don't I take, so Al and Ryan are up in the Muskoka region doing some work right now, and I'm going to wait 2 more seconds because I did tell Kent, the lead singer, I did say 9:10, and he hasn't clicked in yet. So we'll wait a couple more seconds for those guys to tune in, and we'll just wait for, I can see Al and Ryan. We'll just wait for your boy Kent. I'll tell one quick story real quick. What should I get into real quick before I see Kent tune in here? Let me get rid of this just to make sure there's room. Remove source. Good. Okay, I got it on Ryan. Okay, perfect. I could do let's talk about the Canadian Open real quick. Why don't we do that? I had a wonderful time there on the weekend. It was about 10 minutes away from where I'm currently dwelling and residing in the Hamilton region. And it was a great time. I had a blast. I went Thursday. The weather was spectacular. Followed Rory McIlroy for 9 holes. Had a great time. And then I sat around and lounged at 18 for about 3.5 hours and just watched golfers come in, smoked my weed pen, and just had a time. It was absolutely great. And then Sunday, I had free passes for Sunday's final round. Went with a wonderful friend, my friend Diana. There she is right there, Miss D. It was her first ever time to any golf tournament, and she had a wonderful time. A little wet and soggy for her bougie liking, but I think she had a great time nonetheless. And listen, it was nice to parade around with a pretty hot girl on my arm. Not gonna lie, fellas, not a big deal. Right on. Huge shout out to my boy, not Mackenzie Hughes. This guy absolutely blew it. His hometown, he had the chance to win it, and listen, he just couldn't get it done. Thanks to my boy Bill Walker here for the tickets. He's a Pharaoh Minks fan too, Glorious Suns fan. That's how I met him. And if you paid close attention on Sunday afternoon, you would have seen bald-headed weirdo with a bright pink shirt on your television. And there Bondzee was front and center, stand out like a sore thumb with that bald head and that pink shirt. Eh? Holy mackerel. Anyways, had a wonderful time at the Canadian Open. Got to see Joel Damon. That guy kicks ass. He didn't quite win, but he had a great weekend. And huge collection shout out to Robert McIntyre, who is from Scotland. And he was over here with his dad on his bag. He was in between caddies. Ring-a-ding-dinged his dad to get on a plane, fly over, caddy for him for the weekend. By golly gee, didn't he win and got his first ever PGA win. So huge clicks for Robert McIntyre and his dad. Special moment for those two. One they'll never forget for sure. And it was pretty cool to be a part of it and sit in greenside and watching them cry tears of joy while Rory McIlroy's new girlfriend, new side piece. Or I guess he's not even a side piece now. She's the actual only piece because he left his wife for her. Anyway, that's a story for a little later, another time. What else? I think that's it. All I got on the Canadian Open. I really did have a good time. Other than them charging $90 for volunteers to go and volunteer, I thought it was very well put on. My dad had a great time volunteering. And listen, kudos all around for everybody. And it's too bad a Canadian didn't win it. But listen, I digress. All right. Let's jump in here. Al, Ryan, how are you, boys? How's the weather up?
It's beautiful out here right now. It was piping hot today. We're sitting out front of the job site.
Right on.
Hey, Bondzee.
Hey, how are you, Ryan? Listen,
Good,
Al,
man.
Ryan, thanks for joining us. Ryan in the background there is the drummer for the Pharaoh Minks. Huge shout out to him. And we got Al. You're on backup vocals and the guitar. Are we lead guitar? I don't know. I never know how that works. Are we lead or are we rhythm?
I mean, I never really fancied myself much of a lead guitarist, but the boys have had more faith in me than anything. So I go with a front guitarist.
Front guitarist. I like it. I like it. Well, I'd love to see the other guitarist and bring him on, our boy Kent, but he seems to be MIA. Let me see if he messages me.
He might not be making it for this one. I'm not sure what. I know he had some stuff going on back home, but
Okay. Well, listen, why don't we just jump into it anyway? And if I see him pop in here, we'll bring him on. And if not, we'll just have a hell of a chat with you guys. So let's start right off the bat. And a huge congratulations for being 2024 97.7 Hits FM Rock Search champions. That's got to feel pretty awesome, eh, fellas?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Especially after losing in the first semifinals last year anyways.
That's right.
Yeah, that was we kind of updated the set list a little bit, some new bangers in there, and really just tried to refine our set transitions and whatnot, and it worked out for us this time around.
Yeah, it sure did. So let's walk through it all. So as you mentioned, you were in there last year. You made it to the semifinals, didn't quite make it to the finals, and you had a whole year to sort of reflect and think on it and get better, quite frankly. And that you guys did. So you make the semifinals. 6 great bands, only 3 can make it. You guys, Sticks and Stones, and Small Town Strip Club. And man, like I gotta say, all 3 of you guys absolutely killed in the finals on the Friday night, half-hour sets. What was it like leading up to the day of and right before the show? Were you guys freaking out? Were you nervous? Like, what was that feelings like?
Yeah, definitely some nerves going on for sure. I think we were probably a little more confident, even though we were still nervous as hell going into it this year. Just being a band for that much longer, and it's like a hockey team. You play with the guys and you start bouncing off each other a lot better and feel more comfortable. And I think we kind of found our pockets, so we were confident in what we had bringing out, but we were still shitting our pants a little bit, that's for sure. But and especially like shout out to those guys, Sticks and Stones, Small Town, all good buddies of ours, and what a performance they put on. I mean, Small Town finishing off with their banger at the end of the night, just getting the room going. We were shaking in our boots a little bit for sure.
Yeah, and I mean, as a fan of you guys and friends of you, and I got to know and meet Small Town Strip Club last year. They opened for you guys, and they've been on the show a couple times, and definitely pals of mine too. But always, Farrell Minks in my heart first and foremost. But man, when I saw them play, and then Sticks and Stones is new to me, but boy, oh boy, those boys came out hard and absolutely rocked, and I was like, man, oh man, I'm so thankful. I'm just a fan and I'm not a judge, because this one's going to be really hard because you guys all killed it. But come Monday morning, 8 a.m., 97.7 Hits FM, they announce your name, boys, and that must have felt pretty awesome that morning to hear you guys be crowned the winners, the champions.
100%, man. It felt really good. We've been putting a lot of hard work into this, so it's the things like that, that show that the work's paying off.
Yeah, and it really has started to pay off. I was thinking about this, leading up to this interview and thinking of some questions, and I was just thinking about you guys and getting to know you over the past year and stuff. It's really cool to see the camaraderie between all 4 of you and the love. And you know what? It comes out in the music, it comes out on stage, and it comes out when you're just hanging around with your friends and fans before and after the show too. So, that goes a long way too. It clicks to you guys for that,
100%, man. I mean, that's a big chunk of why we do this, is because of the great people that we get to meet along the way. And we do have something really special between the 4 of us. You got 4 yes men that are, it can be dangerous at times, but how can it be a lot of fun and a lot of laughs along the way? So I'd say we're more like brothers than we are buddies. So it's pretty organic how we can get along and get out there and socialize with everybody else too.
For sure. I mean, as like I said, I mentioned me as a fan, but you had a bunch of other fans there who have been supporting you all along. They were there at the semifinals. They were there at the finals and so many other shows. It must be great to see familiar faces and give you guys a little ease and comfort of knowing that you got some true fans there that you can rock out to and support you, eh?
For sure. Especially seeing all their faces, front row.
And Smarty, obviously you, Bondzee.
Yeah. The whole
Lisa,
crew. Yeah,
all you guys, continuing to support us is huge.
Yeah, it's Dave and Amelia, like it's amazing. Yeah, and we love seeing you guys out at every one. I mean, that means the world to us, right? And that's what lights our fire. That's what keeps us going, right?
We were all so nervous too, but I could pretty sure I could speak for everybody when we all heard Monday morning and listening to that radio. And I mean, we heard your name and I was texting you guys and congratulating. We're all making posts. We were all so proud and texting each other. And Man, what a great day it must have been for you guys. So, I mean, moving forward, this is a huge deal for you guys. Bands like the Glorious Sons have won it, the Trues, Graverly last year. So these are really wonderful bands. And I know you guys want to do, the 97.7 Hits FM proud for choosing you and crowning you as a champions. But, just yourselves. And I mean, I can see so much growth in you guys. What do we got planned moving forward as champions?
Yeah, so we're thinking about the ways that we're gonna kind of divvy up the prize and stuff like that, where we can put it forward, and we've got an EP in the works, so a good chunk of that's gonna go to help us cover a lot of like the mastering and the release costs that come with that. Hopefully getting a couple songs on radio, getting them in rotation, just so that we can kind of share that with more people, with a wider demographic, and just accepting any opportunities that come up. There's a few in the chute now, and this summer's panning out to be pretty busy and pretty exciting. So we've got a nice big show in Tweed where we're going to be actually playing with the Suns, and then we're going to be at Tall Pines as well up here in Gravenhurst, but just down the road from where we are right now.
That's right.
So that'll be another fun one with a bunch of our friends that are on the bill too. So, really excited for that, but just kind of tackling these shows and bringing the energy and hoping this momentum continues, because, that's what all of us wants to do. Right. So we're hoping to be touring and getting to more towns.
Yeah, and making more music. I know you guys were recently in studio making some cool new music with Jay Emmons and Steve Kirsten from the Glorious Sons. We got some sneak peeks of that. How the new songs sound amazing, boys. What's the plan for more new music? Do we get an album? What's the plan there?
So as of now, what do we got? Five
in the chamber. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, 5 in the chamber. So those are in the middle of being mixed right now. Shortly they'll be going to master. Hopefully a single's going to be coming out of that. Nothing's decided officially yet, but in the near future we'll say, and then hopefully by the fall or something we're getting that whole thing out to you. So it'll be it's a nice 5-song. I'm sure you've heard pretty much all the songs because we've been playing them live quite a bit. Yeah. But we're really excited about it. That kind of just takes us back to that whole that whole comfort level where we've all kind of found our pocket, and now we're jiving, we're playing together, we're bouncing off each other. We've got ideas that are coming from all sections. So we're really excited about this one. I feel like this album is us. It's the 4 of us. The rest of us came into this project when a bit of the hard work had been done already. The last EP, 3 songs were already tracked. 2 of them we were kind of involved with, but this one's all us. So I think it really speaks volumes of the true Feral Minks sound, as the 4-piece that we are, as the brotherhood.
It's wicked. It is a brotherhood, and you guys have a really cool, unique sound, and I love it, and a lot of people love it, and a lot more people are really going to love it. I know this. Huge things are coming. Let's have a quick peek, shall we, from the final song that won you guys 2024 97.7 Hits FM Rockstars. Let's have a gander.
Right on.
Hear that. Oh, here. It's trying to play. Hold on.
Slam it. You're good.
Why I want to play here. Hold on. Let me see.
You have to start a cappella.
Yeah. It's playing in here. Hold on. Here we go. This is actually the other one. It came up first. Listen to those drums, Ryan. That was awesome.
Thanks, man.
There you go. Took a while to get to mine. That's right. Threw my neck out.
off, eh, bud?
Yeah, the next always score the next day.
Yeah, always the next day. Oh man, that's awesome. I love it to pieces. How do I get you guys back on? There we go. There we go. Perfect. So along with winning 97.7 Hits FM Rock Search, you guys get $2,500 from the station. That's dope. $2,000 to spend at Long and McQuaid. $1,500 in custom merch from Press Time Design. Band photo shoot with G3 Designs and an hour consultation with 745 Music, which is founded by Jay Emmons from the Glorious Sons. That's a pretty nice take home there, fellas.
Yes, 100%, man. That's quite the package, and yeah, it's definitely going to go a long way. Yeah, it's everything we need, to keep things moving forward. So
definitely. Do we know what we're going to spend the money on at Long and McQuaid? We got it spent.
That's
That'll be up for debate.
It's up for debate right now. Actually, that was in the chat.
We're gonna be putting things in the hat and pulling it out.
Nipples, maybe a snare drum.
2,000 divides up in 4 pretty nicely. So that might be the end of the day. Here you go. Here's your 500.
Sure.
Go do what you can with it. Which I think we all have quite a bit of maintenance that has been long prolonged. But we'll probably just go spend it on something new. And
that's awesome. Listen, this has been fantastic. I'm so happy for you guys. I appreciate you taking the time. I know you're up north working right now, up in the Muskokas, but I'm really excited for the summer. You guys mentioned some shows you got coming up. You're playing this Saturday in Allora, I believe, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah,
absolutely.
And Flowers for Daniel, that's your other band, Al. I'm really looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, so we managed to do 1 or 2 of those a year. All the bandmates from that outfit are kind of spread all over the place, so we don't get together nearly as much anymore. But we tend to get a Flowers and Farrell duo show just because all the guys from both bands are such good buddies. So it's always just a blast to do it. So that's the first of this summer, anyways. And what better place than Allora? So it's we're really looking forward to that one. We'll be shaking off the dust a little bit, but
Right
we'll probably flip our hats around because Jay actually plays in Flowers as well. So
that's right.
We'll change our shirt and change our persona. I'll switch back from being a very responsible lead singer back to being a wild lead guitarist and
a front guitarist. Gussapalooza is coming up in September. That looks pretty dope. There's some great names on there. Fortunate Losers have been on the show. Their headline, and that looks like a great time for sure, eh, boys?
Oh yeah. Gussapalooza is awesome. We actually we were there. We were there last year.
Same weekend last year. I think we were on the Sunday around 2 or 3 in the afternoon.
We were on the Sunday, which is a bit of a different feel. You just see the zombies coming back up from the tent that were just having a blast the night before. This time we're on the Friday, so we're gonna get everybody when they're full of piss and vinegar. We're really looking forward to that.
Yeah, Friday night.
And then another great show at a great venue is the Mill in Tilsonburg. Great spot there. I just saw Teenage Kicks. You guys will be playing there with One Way Streets June 15th.
Yep, correct. Yeah, that's our first time being there too, and we've been seeing a bunch of bands going through there. So it looks like they've got quite the supportive audience that just is regular to it. So really looking forward to that one too.
For sure. And then one more show, you got Lake Porter. Those guys are great. You played a show already with them up in Bracebridge, right?
Yeah, correct. Just at the hall.
Awesome.
So that'll be pretty cool. I'm looking forward to all those shows, boys, and I'm sure we'll have a lot more announced. I know you're going to be doing some stuff for 97.7 as their champions and stuff as well. So anyways, again, congrats on everything, boys. Really looking forward to seeing you a lot this summer and seeing with the new music and everything else that you guys surprise us with. And listen, this was all well-deserved. You guys worked your ass off for this, and it couldn't be more well-deserved. Congrats.
Thanks a lot, Greg, man.
Thanks
Bondzee,
so much, brother.
You're the man, and we really appreciate your support. Thanks for having us. We'll chat with you anytime.
Yeah, you bet. And the fans, they want some Pharaoh Minks hoodies, so we got to get some merch going too, eh, boys?
Definitely, merch is in the books. So that 1,500, we're just planning out what we're gonna do with that, and then there's some talks in the works for a few different things. Definitely some hoodies. There might be some female crop tops in the mix.
Nice.
Keep your eyes posted on our merch page or at a live show, because we're definitely gonna have a full new table there.
Right on, right on. Well, I look forward to it all summer long, boys. If you're out in the Ontario region, everybody make sure you hit up the Pharaoh Minks. Follow them on the social medias and follow them on all the streaming sites. It's the Pharaoh Minks. They're your 2024 Rock Search 97.7 Hits FM champions. Way to go, boys. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.
Take care. We'll see you soon. All right, boys. Take it easy out there.
Too.
Don't get eaten by any bears or anything, okay? Get inside now.
We're getting eaten
Just
alive by
mosquitoes right now.
Okay, go crush some beers inside and some champagne too.
That's it, man. Thanks,
All right.
Bondzee.
Take care, boys. The Pharaoh Minks kicking it up in Muskoka right now. Listen, always grinding those boys, working hard on and out of the music scene, in and out of the music scene. Oh, it was awesome. I love those guys to pieces. Woo! Got my boy Wade in there chirping me as always. Technical. Hey, listen, you want to come and help out to do the show, buds? Feel more than free, okay? You're more than welcome to join. Well, I can't do everything around here, even though I try really hard. What else we got? Let's get into something else. I got to go back and see what. Okay, no, we did that. You know what I should get into? I'm going to get into some Stanley Cup talk, because I think it sort of leads into Bondzee being away for a couple of days, and there was a specific reason why I went away. Well, let's get into all of it. Oh, actually, I guess we'll talk about some acting stuff first. Tomorrow, Sleep Country Canada. You might know the jingle. Sleep Country Canada. Why buy a mattress anywhere else? I think that's how it goes. Anyways, I'm doing one of those commercials tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to filming, being on set in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. That's tomorrow morning after I see the urologist. I think he's going to check out my 3 balls, because something's not right down there. It's like the third one is gone like out of control. It's like a ball, but then it's almost got like a huge baseball bat on it. And it's really, I should be talking about my balls, my ball problem on the show, but I mean, we've already sort of gone there and everybody knows I've got 3 of them. So, but yeah, the one's out of control. So, I got the urologist for kidney stones and all that nonsense and problems. So we're going to see what's up tomorrow with the old third testy, and we'll get that looked after, and then off to acting. And then last week was great on set. It was really cool. Got to go there, shot real quick, was on set with a friend, and then they paid right away. Everything was done. And one more thing on the acting, a movie that I'm in, this little mini horror movie that we did, is being, what do you call it? Entered into 8 film festivals across Canada, including the TIFF and the Vancouver Film Festival, among many others. So pretty much bound to secrecy on this movie now. I'm not allowed to show anything of it for the next 1 to 2 years, and the only way you're going to be able to see it is at these screenings or whatever, and whatever they'll let me show, and when they let me show it. So I'm really looking forward to hopefully it gets us into some of these film festivals, and they get to go walk the red carpet. So we'll see. I don't even know how all that shit works. But I really am loving it and having a great time. Okay, NHL playoffs. The end is here. We've got the Edmonton Oilers. We got the Florida Panthers. Now, listen, Florida Panthers were there last year. They're hungry. They want to win. It sucks. One of my childhood friends, Steve Staios, who is now the general manager and president of the Edmonton Oilers, made it to the Stanley Cup Finals once as an Edmonton Oiler. Lost to the Carolina Hurricanes, I believe, in, I can't remember, 06, I want to say, maybe? I don't even remember. But it was a long time ago. Anyways, it was devastating. It was devastating for him. And so I know what the Florida Panthers are going through, what it's like to lose. It's devastating. So, man, they're going to be hungry, and they're going to want to win so bad. And I would think about picking them, but there's 2 things that are going to change, that have now changed my mind. One, McJesus. Did you see that guy's performance the last few games for the Edmonton Oilers? There is no way on God's green earth I am betting against McJesus. All the best players do this. The Gretzkys, the friggin' Lemieux, the Crosbys, they all get their team single-handedly to the Stanley Cup. Now, I'm not saying McJesus did it single-handedly. He had some great help. Draisaitl's on one. Hyman from the ex-Toronto Maple Leaf, you're welcome for that one. Holy shit, we're still kicking ourselves for that. That guy's on a heater. Guy's got a shit ton of goals. Anyways, I think between that and then my special vision that I had on Monday leads me to believe that the Edmonton Oilers are going to win the Stanley Cup. It's not going to be easy, but I had a crystal clear vision of Edmonton Oilers hoisting the Stanley Cup, parading around, and they won. So take my visions for what it's worth, but man, oh man, were these visions real. So before I get into the visions, I just think the Stanley Cup, Lord Stanley is one of the hardest, if not the hardest championships to win. You got to win 4 games. You got to win 16 in total. The final 4 are probably the hardest. It is a grind and damn near death to get there. So many crazy injuries that players play through. They're just warriors. They really are. It's crazy. And by golly gee, I love it. And a lot more of my friends down in the United States are starting to love it too. And, look at Florida, man. In the past, it's been Tampa Bay Lightning, Florida Panthers. It's unbelievable. Clicks for Florida, man. They're killing it down there. Helps that they don't have any tax, that the players don't have to pay tax down there. So that is a huge bonus. But I digress. It's Edmonton. It's Florida in the finals. And listen, if you're a gambling man, maybe take it from me this time because I'm pretty sure what I saw was real. So let's get into it. Bondzee has not been feeling so great lately. I know, boo-hoo. No, but it's been really bad, actually. To the point where, we'll just say it's been really bad, put it that way. And some things, and thankfully, one of the things that hasn't happened is I haven't had a drink. I didn't even think about it. And all this, this has been going on for a month or probably more now, closer to 2 months. And I think one of the biggest triggers was after reflecting this past sort of weekend and these past 2 days up north. I didn't play the video on here, but I talked about it when I saw the tow truck driver and spit it up, Bonds. I'm trying to say, what do you call it? Innocent standby, like a civilian standing there, get mowed down by the dude's own tow truck from a crazy dude. And that sent me into a fucking tizzy for a while. And it so sort of is. And, without getting too personal, there's a couple of little things that are going on. Well, they're not little, they're fucking huge, actually. Kind of close to the heart. And it's really weighing heavily on me. And if I don't do something about it soon, there's going to be piss poor consequences. And it's going to be on me because I know about this shit and I have to do something about it. And again, if I don't, it's going to have poor consequences for a whole lot of people that I love and care about. So that's definitely weighing heavy on me. So I just haven't been doing well, and I've been trying everything to get through this sort of on my own, not really reaching out to people because I'm not good at it. And there was a couple points last week where I really, really, really needed and wanted help, and I didn't know what to do. And sadly, I ended up completely paralyzed in bed, not being able to move or speak or be on my phone or ask for help. It was that dark and that crazy. And I fucking hated it. I haven't had that in a long ass time. And I just sort of, I fought through it. I was super proud of myself. We rocked some hard workouts, some wicked runs, and to help get through it and feel better. But I knew I was going away these past couple of days because I was going up to do a mushroom journey and a really heavy one. And I've done these before, and they help more than I've ever known. It's more than any medications I've been on in the past to try and help my depression and anxiety and my PTSD and stuff. And talking about this here really helps. So I thank you for listening. But yeah, I needed to get away, and I set this up with my friends a few weeks ago now, and it couldn't come at a better time because last week was really tough on me. Certainly didn't want to be here last week for the show. Last week mentally was the hardest show I've ever done to get here and do it. But it's funny, after the show, I felt like $1 million, and I was like, "Well, I had a great time on that show. I thought it was pretty funny. Not toot my own horn, but I felt great." And it was like, I just wish I could feel like that all the fucking time. And I can't right now. And so I went and I did this beautiful, beautiful journey. I love these people so much. They love and trust me. It's in the middle of nowhere. It's so serene, and they call it serenity, and it's serenity for a reason. And I went up there and I did something that the majority of the people on this planet have probably not done. I've gone up before and I've taken a mixture of MDMA and mushrooms, and it has sent me on these beautiful, healing, self-loving journeys for 4 or 5 hours. And it was mind-blowing, quite frankly, these beautiful journeys. And unfortunately, they don't last, but it certainly does help and makes me feel so much better. And I get to see and deal things more so in a quick period of time, more so than dealing with former therapists and stuff over a long period of time. Well, I decided to go up at this time and do the same thing, but take it to a whole new level. And in my brain, I was going to do. Now, I know this is going to sound crazy and it's not for everybody, but I'm just going to tell you the truth, and I'm going to tell you what I did and what happened. I started with 6 grams of mushrooms and 2 MDMA pills, and I was off to the races, and I was feeling good. I was having a wonderful time. I was having some amazing stretching and yoga and dancing and right on the water, and nobody was around, and it was just me and my friend and the dogs, and we did this, and we were having a wonderful time. And about, I don't know, I guess an hour in, I decided to take 2 more grams and go right to the top. I wanted to experience the most wonderful, crazy, intense madness. I wanted to see what this medicine could do for me at maximum capacity. And I think 8 grams is maximum capacity. I know people that have done 6 and 7. I don't know anybody that's done over that. And I decided to do 8. And no regrets. It was crazy. It was crazy. Full on outer body experience. I saw insane, crazy visions. Now, whether they come true or not, they felt so incredibly real. It was unbelievable. I got to deal with so much trauma in this past one. After about 3 hours of like dancing around and stretching and just whatever, and really just taking in nature, I decided to lay down and do the really deep healing therapy. And when I first lied down, the medicine was telling me to lie down, and lie down I did. I was in a hammock, and I had this beautiful sway going on, and I had my eyes closed, and it was fully in the spirit world. And it was really, doing that much mushrooms was akin to doing DMT and ayahuasca. Definitely had a mixture of both of those, as well as the mushrooms. And it was intense. It was heavy. I saw a lot of trauma. I saw a lot of pain. I saw a lot of stuff from my past. I saw people that I have yet to forgive, and were still angry at and harboring past shit from the past that was fucking been eating me up and killing me. And I talked with all of these people and saw all these people and in a weird way. And it gets much more deeper and crazy than that. I've only got so much time to sit here and ramble on about this, and I don't want to get too carried away. I'm still sort of decompressing and taking it all in of what happened. Man, when you take 8 grams of mushrooms, you are on a different planet. And I was on a different planet. I was out of my body. I remember having my jaw wide open. And this happened during an ayahuasca journey too. I had my jaw open for quite a long time, and it was a lot of the bad stuff coming out and the demons coming out and stuff. And that's what was happening again. And my jaw was locked open, and I could just feel all this. I was pretty tense, but then it all relaxed at the end, and it was like, and I could feel all this shit just coming out, and I was breathing heavily, and I was gagging, throwing up. I never did throw up, but I would definitely had those signs of it, and it was crazy. I saw aliens again. A quick chat with them. I had chats with many different high-end people in this world, and very powerful people, billionaires, very successful people. And it was so bizarre and so real. And I'm really looking forward to the next few weeks to see what sort of healing and sort of things that's going to do for me, because man, that was extremely heavy, but it was extremely therapeutic. I came out of that absolutely exhausted after about 6 hours, completely wiped out. I went to bed at like 8 o'clock, I believe, after it was done, 8:30, maybe 9 o'clock. And I was out. till the next morning. And I woke up feeling like $1 million. No stress, no anxiety like the past month or so. I felt amazing. I felt just like clean, if for lack of a better way to explain it. And I felt like I went places in my brain that I've never been and never been able to see. And I unlocked shit that needed unlocking. And holy fuck, I'm not recommending this for everybody. I'm not sure if I'll ever do 8 grams again. I've been there, done it. I don't think I need to experience that sort of power again from that medicine. Now, I went into this also to just let you know that I manifested this for quite a while. I had huge talks with the universe about me doing this and about doing that much. And I asked the universe and Mother Ayahuasca even and Mother Medicine and Mushroom Lady, whatever, whoever, just the universe, because it's listening. And it listened. It fucking listened. And man, oh man, I felt like I just did 20 years of therapy in one late afternoon, early evening down by the water in Lake Huron. And man, oh man, mind blowing. That's all I can say. That's all I will say. Other than I definitely saw 100% crystal clear vision that the Edmonton Oilers are going to win the Stanley Cup. I will tell you a couple other predictions I saw. Love them or hate them, I saw crystal clearly that Donald Trump will win the next election. Take that for what you will. And listen, I'm not sitting here and telling you I'm all of a sudden I'm some Nostradamus or some mind reader or whatever, or I can see the future. I am just telling you what was presented to me in my insane mushroom journey. Heroic mushroom journey, I would like to add. I feel like it was heroic. I feel like a new man. And hopefully this lasts, and we'll see. I certainly feel way better than I have been. That's for sure. I had a great chat with some wonderful people over the weekend. You know who you are. I'm not going to single out any names, but I'm really thankful for our conversations and you listening and chatting back. Yeah, and I'm super thankful to the people that had me up at their cottage. It was exactly what I had imagined, and it turned out exactly how I had pictured it, and how I talked to and presented it to the universe. I said, I'm coming in hot, and I'm going to do something pretty crazy, but be with me, bear with me, and listen. I felt super safe, and it was pretty wild to say the least. Now, I'm going to tell you one more story. You can choose to believe it, or you can choose to not believe it. It was at the very end of the journey. I like to call it a medicinal journey, a healing journey, if you will. 90% of the drugs had worn off at this point, and I had to get up and I had to pee so goddamn bad. So I tootled off into the bushes away from my friends, so she wouldn't see my little pee. And I went to pee, and I'm sitting there peeing. And drink a lot of water when you do this stuff, and not drinking, obviously. So I was pounding the water, and I'm sitting there, and I'm peeing. All of a sudden I hear, and I look at a hummingbird. It's right there, and it's like right down on my legs, and it's like this far from my pippies stream, like what I'm talking. And I'm sitting there, and I'm going, holy shit! I was like, whoa, that's cool, little hummingbird. He's super close. Oh, wow, that's super cool. And I'm like, I wish I had my camera so I could take a picture. And I'm sitting there and I'm still whizzing. I'm like, oh man, is this ever going to end? Next thing you know, fucking hummingbird is drinking my piss. I swear to God, can't even make this up. Call me crazy, but he drank the nectar of the God, and I felt super powerful. And that poor hummingbird was probably going to be off to the races for a few hours and probably had a great time. But man, that's what happens when you're up in nature, like 4 hours away in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by wilderness and Lake Huron and stuff. Hummingbird drank my pee, and it happened, and that's that. True story. I really don't care if you believe me or not, but it really happened, and it was fascinating and mind-blowing. And I was just like, do I tell this story? Because people are going to think I'm nuts. And yes, I did do some crazy drugs, and yes, they are hallucinogenic. But this was not listen, there's a big difference from what I was hallucinating off of the crazy world, in the spirit world, and to just standing there peeing, being normal, having my eyes open and going, whoa, and reflecting about what the hell just happened over the past 5+ hours, and it was magical. And the dude drank my wee-wee. We're forever one, me and that hummingbird. So yeah, so that happened. And listen, it was a wonderful time. The last thing I'll say about this, again, it's not for everybody, but it is something I recommend people should goddamn do. I think the world would be a better place if we all started doing a bit of fucking shroomies out there and getting out our angst and our anxiety and being open to that. A lot of people, including myself, have been very paranoid of mushrooms and magic mushrooms and the psilocybin and the effects it can have, because sometimes it isn't all fucking rainbows and unicorns, brother. It will show you shit and trauma and stuff that you might not be ready to deal with or didn't want to deal with, but that's what it's for. We need to learn that and use it properly. And sure, it's awesome to do recreationally, but it's also awesome to do medicinally, like I just did on the weekend, for sure. My friend did 6 grams, clicks to her. She was awesome. She didn't really babysit me, but she didn't have to babysit me, but she sort of babysat me towards the end, where when I was lying down, she was just making sure, you know, when I was packing up what sounded like a lung, and breathing all sort of weird and stuff, that was just sort of the demons and stuff. Cause I listen, the devil was there. There was a lot of demons again and stuff. And that just seems to be what I have in my journeys and stuff. Yeah, Keith, 8 grams is big. I went big boy. And I wanted to see, and I really did feel like it was something I had to do, and I did it. And yeah, it was awesome. Yeah, it was, dude, it's the first thing that came to my mind. I was still tripping balls a little bit at the end of this journey. And when this dude comes in, he's like, and he comes right in and he has a little sip of the nectar and that's what I thought. I was like, because I felt so powerful and I was in love with myself in the MDMA, and I was like, oh, lovey-dovey, and I'm like, whoa, I love that hummingbird, and whoa, he just drank my pee. Was like, and I was feeling so powerful. I was like, he just drank the nectar of the gods. Yeah, okay, buds. I'm not sitting here saying I have nectar of the gods or anything, but it was just in that moment. That's what came out of my mouth. I thought it was pretty funny. Anyways, boy, oh boy. Oilers. I'm seeing Wade's comment. Oilers in 6, Leafs in 27. Yes, listen. If the Leafs win in 27, Wade, I would be happy with that. It's only 3 years away. Listen, it could happen. Oh, speaking of the Leafs, I got a great picture here I got to show, because I found this, and I actually made this meme. I didn't find it anywhere. I made it. As soon as I saw this picture of the new Maple Leafs coach, I'm like, sitting there scratching my head for a second. I'm going, motherfucker looks familiar, like a cartoon character I know. And then it was like, boom, Jeff Dunham, Walter, the miserable old sod. Look at the uncanny resemblance of these two. That's awesome. I'm never going to pretend. Every time I see Coach Berube now, all I'm going to think is a miserable old Walter. Anyways, that's it on my crazy mushroom journey. 8 grams. It was an amazing getaway, something I fully needed, and it has reset me. I feel wonderful. I got to reflect on it all day yesterday. I took a beautiful drive by myself up to Tobermory, which was about a half hour away. Went and walked some trails and stuff. Took some really nice pictures. Saw the Chichimon, me and Tucker, and it was just wonderful. And I just had time to reflect and think about all the crazy stuff I saw on my journey. And just sort of think about it and reflect. And it gave me all, you know, in these visions and stuff, it gave me a lot more. I dealt with numbers for about half an hour. It was really showing me some crazy scenes and stuff. I saw myself in Monaco a whole lot for some crazy reason. A shit ton. It kept telling me over and over and over to go to Hollywood, over and over and over. It did the medicine or whatever it was when I was up in the fucking clouds or in a different universe. It just kept showing Hollywood, and I don't know what to do. Like, there's a whole bunch of showed, including a girl. Okay, and I'm never telling her. I'm not. I don't think the spirit was right, or whatever it was trying to show me. I think it was wrong. I hope it was right about everything else, because it showed me being super, super mega successful in the acting world. And also in something else, which I'm not going to mention, just because I don't feel comfortable mentioning it right now. And it's and if it comes true and it's something I've been thinking about for a while, then I'll mention it later. But right now, there's only one person that knows it. The people that were there, because I wanted to tell the people what was happening. So I was telling them while they were when some of these visions were coming to me so that I wouldn't forget it. And now looking back, I haven't really forgotten anything, and more stuff is still coming to me of what it was showing me and telling me. So listen, we'll see what happens. But all I know is I saw a lot of Monaco. I saw a lot of Hollywood. I saw a lot of glorious suns for some reason in a really, really wonderful way. Feral Minks too, actually. I saw amazing things for both of those bands. What else did I see? The Donald Trump thing, Edmonton. There's one more I'm missing. Rory McIlroy is going to have a baby with that new lady he's with. I saw that too. It was really, really weird. I saw her all like massively pregnant and stuff, holding Roy's hand, and they were all like lovey-dovey and stuff. So whatever, good for them. But moving on, whatever. So that's that. Anyways, hell of a time it was, and it's going to be a minute before, if and when we ever go to that sort of realm again. Because listen, it wasn't easy. It took a lot out of me. But it wasn't scary. It really wasn't. It was crazy, but it wasn't scary. All right, let's play some videos before I get the hell out of here. I got a bunch of really cool ones tonight. Of course, we get to do Dummies of the Week because because I got duped. Oh, let's talk about that real quick. This loser right here, and I guess I can't even say it's a loser because this poor guy right here probably just got his face stolen off the old World Wide Web and was used in the story to perpetrate this dude, a scuba diver down under the sea, got his penis stuck in a giant clam when he was trying to make sweet love to it. Well, turns out the guy's allergic to these things and had a huge underwater kerfuffle, and he got his life saved and stuff, and huge thing, and he was saved and he lived. How embarrassing. Turns out the whole thing was a goddamn hoax. Shout out to Ann Clicks. I woke up the next morning to her sending me one of those, what's that? Stropes or something. There's something, Snipes. I can't remember. Something online where you go to and you can fact check stories. I guess I should maybe start doing that. But listen, I'm short for time as it is on this goddamn show and stuff. So I don't have time for fact checking. You take it for what it is, okay? Come to BC. We have fantastic mushrooms. Well, that's where I got these from. Shout out to Shroom Bros. Wonderful company. And listen, it's not illegal. I bought them online. And so, but yeah, listen, I would love to come to BC and do some shrooms in the wilderness out there. I think that would be lovely, surrounded by the mountains and stuff. Been a minute since I did that. I think we did shrooms in the mountains when I worked at the Banff Springs Hotel back in, dating myself now, 1994, 1995. I think I was there. I know. Yeah, ended 93 to midway through 95. I was in Banff and we did some mushrooms out in the bushes in the mountains, and it was wonderful, glorious stuff. Okay, videos. Let's get to that. Screen share, and let's play this one. Dummies of the Week. Here we go. Why won't that one show up? It's not letting me play any videos. What the fuck? Hold on. Oh, you know what I wanted to show you? This is a time lapse. I should pay attention to what's on my screen. This is a time lapse from my glorious weekend away up in Lake Huron. Watch this. And part of it is, most of it is me tripping balls. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to burp in your face. Let's play some videos here. Let's get, how about this idiot? This guy is a real beauty. I figured out how to play videos whilst I was killing time. Without further ado, let's get to our first dummy of the week. It's this moron. Watch this. Guy's scared of Bambi, for Christ's sakes. Watch. But he's totally making fun of him. Hey, don't be hitting Bambi with a golf club just because you're a loser and kissing on his feet. That's his territory. That would have been great. And I think the best part of that video is you guys in the background. Continuing with Dummies of the Week, I'm not sure what the hell she was thinking. She's got to be pretty wasted here. Check this out. Gonna dive on these. Oh, wait, it's fine. Not a diving board, Bozo. That had to hurt for sure. I hate people that go in the water. Just breathe out the nose. Learn how to go down the water. I feel really, really, really bad for both these people. Not quite dummies of the week, but sort of dummies, because I guess you should be paying closer attention to what the hell you're doing at the end of the day. Ready? Watch this. Oh, that is a chin bone. Did you see how hard he ran into that goddamn thing that hangs out of the back of the what do you call that thing? The hit, the trailer hit. Yeah, watch. The trailer doors as he should run in to save his wife. Unfortunately, as it does quite often, that bloody trailer had got in the way. Watch once more when it replays here how hard this poor bugger smashed it's great to know about it. And then she streaked out on the poor guy, not knowing that he just broke his shin bone in half. So she was being swallowed by her drunk SUV, and then she realizes, holy shit, he's really hurt. That's the last time you're ever going to watch this video, because fuck, it just goes right through you. This video here is absolutely amazing. Folks, pay close attention when you're driving through tunnels, because there could be a pit. That's crazy. Why would there be a pit there? This is crazy. This guy's gonna go risk it and go right into the pit. Watch out, dude. Okay, he's smart. He's gonna go around. Whew. What happens if a car comes the other way? Oh no! Watch out! Oh, he just missed it. Oh. It so looks like a pit, but it's goddamn reflection of the lights on the water. And don't tell me you didn't think that was a pit. Like, that's all I saw. And yes, I was high when I first saw the video, but holy shit, that looked like a pit. Look at that. Oh, shit, that was pretty funny. Man, oh man. Hey, listen, look at that. I mean, come on. Okay, what else we got? I found this on the internet. This is pretty cool. This is I just want to share it because it's awesome. Check this out. Oh, hit play. There we go. Like, holy shit. Imagine seeing that when you're tripping balls on mushrooms. And you see this crazy bird. I almost saw something like this in my visions in the spirit world, I think, too. Because I definitely saw some crazy ass stuff. Oh, it's still coming to me, and I'm mesmerized. I am captivated. I can't believe it. Anyways, that's pretty cool. That's one of the coolest birds I've ever seen in my entire life. Oh, and by the way, reason 1,864,000 while Bonzee's never going in the ocean again. Yeah, watch this. This thing lives down there. Like, look at the size of this. And you know what? Probably not even the biggest one. There's probably thousands of other way more bigger creatures, octopusy squid thingies like that would just be waiting for old Bonzarelli to come swimming in the old ocean, having a good old time, and then boom, gone. Bonzee sucked up by a squid or octopus or whatever the hell that is. That thing swims in the ocean. Again. I'm never doing it. Never again. Never. Gone. Great video here. I can't remember if I played this one last week, and if I did, sorry, not sorry, but it's too good not to play again. Watch this. This kid kills me. His voice totally. Oh, shit. I didn't mean to pause it. Sorry. Oh, well, one more time. This kid's got to be an actor. Great. That kid's a beauty. Sign him up. Sarge would not be happy with this little boy. I'll tell you right now. Check out this kid's foul mouth. I beg your pardon? Holy. Anger problems too already. I'm like 2 years old. Look at him squeezing that poor little dancing cactus thingy. Boy, oh boy, Sarge would wash his mouth out with soap so quick. Not even funny. Look at him just freaking out. Okay, that's enough of that foul mouth little sod. What else have I got here before I get the hell out of here? You know what? We'll save everything for next week. Oh, you know what? I gotta play this. Why not? These never fail to be awesome. These Waffle House workers, man, they thrown down. This is the second or third one I've seen. Check this out. Oh, there we go. This one girl here thinks she's funny. She's coming on. She's all smiles and laughing there. Well, oh, hats off. Mama had enough. Absolutely goes to town on that girl. Oh, there goes the wig. Oh. Boy, oh boy, that's the thing you got to watch out for in those fights down in the United States of America. A lot of them ladies, they like to be wearing them wigs. This guy's having a grand old time while these girls are getting chucked about. Plates flying everywhere. I got to go to a Waffle House next time I'm down in America. Look at this. I bet she ain't laughing anymore, is she? Holy. Good old Waffle House. Gotta love it. Oh, what else? I think that's it. Do I have one more here? No, I'm gonna save that for next week. I think we done did it. We did an hour and 7 minutes. Look at me going over. Listen, I got a super busy day tomorrow. Off to the urologist. Thank God there's no fingers up the old bunghole, but he's gonna have to have the little dangly of the balls and see what's going on. And then we're off to Sleep Country Canada commercial, followed by a wonderful weekend. Going to see the Pharaoh Minks Saturday. You should too. Huge clicks and shout out for the boys for joining me. Again, congratulations for winning 2024 97.7 Hits FM Rock Search Ontario. Love those guys to pieces. Make sure you go check out their music. Follow them on the Instagram and all the socials, and follow them on all the streaming services as well. All right, that's it. That's all. I really, really love all of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. We got Jack. He's in from BC. We got Keith and his lovely wife tuning in from BC. Wade is out in Edmonton. Quite the contingent of my Westerner friends out tuning in tonight. Love you all. Lisa Holgate, you're the best as always for tuning in. My guy, Sean Spires, love you to pieces, bro. Thank you for tuning in. Naomi, mwah, mwah, mwah. Hugs and kisses to all of you. Phil Mulzer, my guy. Oh, yeah, he's correcting me here. I guess earlier I said Stales was the president of the Oilers. That's not true. He's the president and general manager of the Ottawa Senators. My bad. Thank you, Phil Mulzer, for correcting my sorry ass. All right. Edmonton Oilers starts this weekend against Florida Panthers. Go Oilers, go. Listen, I'm not a gambling man, but after my crazy visions on the mushrooms, when I don't think they were letting me down, those were super real. And we're going to see. But I'm putting some money down on the Edmonton Oilers. So let's go Oilers. Big shout out to them. I think they're going to win. I think they're going to do it, even as crazy as Kachuk and the boys are. And hardcore down in Florida. I know the Edmonton Oilers are going to do it. All right. Well, I think that's it. I think I got everybody. If I missed you, thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Ashley, Sherry Dorian, and all the rest of you as well. Goodbye. God bless. Have a great weekend. Go see the Pharaoh Minks if you're around the Ontario area. And if not, toodaloo. Take care. Have fun. Bye. Love you.
That was very strange. It was very weird. It was peculiar. It was kind of amusing. Yes, it was rather funny. It was incredibly funny. I loved it. Hilarious. Wonderful.
I checked the line, next go. I checked the line. Who's next to go?
Bondzee Live. Bondzee on YouTube.